Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are. It's Griddles here. Today is an awesome day. We are going to talk about Starfield again, but this time I'm going to be reacting and talking with you about a comment that I received on the video, which I love when people comment their opinion on my videos because I do read them, I do respond. I try to at least hold a conversation with the person. But take a look at this comment I got yesterday. It's like, I'm all here for authentic and realistic space aesthetics, sure, don't get me wrong, but there have to be unrealistic, purely sci-fi elements like weapons that shoot plasma or lasers or etc. If it's going to be all about the weapons that only shoot lead as a projectile, it'll get boring really fast. Energy weapons add variety to any weaponry in any game. Bethesda is setting this game in space. Hell, even if post-apocalyptic would like Fallout can have lasers, plasma, and electric weapons, then it would be stupid for a game set in an actual space environment to not have access to that same tech. And of course, I totally agree. Don't get me wrong. Whenever I say I want realistic firearms, I meant realistic to what they would be. Like, for instance, most of the Fallout weapons are realistic to what they would be like if they actually existed. So if you look at like the rail gun, which is an actual artillery weapon that it doesn't fire a bullet, it fires a literal rod, like a rod instead of a round. So it's not like a projectile like that. It literally just shoots it through the air. Or think of torpedoes, for instance. They're used in water to sorry, what am I trying to say? To propel themselves forward. And I think you adapt it to whatever environment. So if you have like a torpedo in a water scenario that's propelling itself through water, you'd have to have something propelling itself through space or through a zero atmosphere area. Let's say you're on a planet with a very low gravity or a very low atmospheric pressure. So your firearm has to be able to adapt to that planet. So yes, 100% I agree. This guy's correct, or girl is correct on everything they're saying, and I really enjoy having this conversation. What I said back to that was I agree with you on the fact that kinetic weapons wouldn't work in the vacuum of space, which that's not what he said, but what I'm trying to say by repeating that to him is that non-projectile weapons do already exist. That's kind of what I was trying to say. So I get that, and 100% I agree. We need a vast variety of different types of firearms and different types of weaponry to keep the game fresh. I understand that 100%. I just want it to be realistic to what it would be. You know what I mean? I don't want a gun that when you pull the trigger, lightning comes out of the sky and shocks the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to actually be a firearm. So if it shoots plasma, that's great. Because, yeah, I could see that. If it shoots some kind of toxic tear gas grenades, or it shoots like a projectile that whenever it hits the person, it like releases a chemical that kills that species of whatever it is. That's what I'm saying. I just want it to still be realistic to what it would be. But let's see here. Yeah, and then I came up with that idea where I wanted to see a non-kinetic projectile that had nanorobots inside. So if you shot it, like let's say your ship was fighting another ship and you shot your nanopod is what I would call it, your nanopod into the ship, and it just started eating away at the metal. That's kind of what I was thinking of there. Just something cool. Like it's not too far-fetched because they do have nanorobots and all that stuff. And of course, he or she is 100% correct in that Fallout has already handled that in a very clever way with their weapons. Fallout has been a very, very, very good series to explain firearms. They have like 3 different categories. They have electric, plasma based, and projectile, like kinetic. So they're very good at that for sure. Let's see here. But yeah, no, this person's completely correct. And of course, also I said nothing about outer space shooting. I know. I'm just trying to make sure you understood what I was saying in the video. I wasn't saying that there better not be any futuristic weapons, like, because I didn't mean it like that, of course. But the laws of physics would be the physics on Earth, so you wouldn't really have that. Like, each planet would have its own laws of physics, technically. You see what I'm saying? Like, different atmospheres, different gravitational pulls, different everything. Yeah, so you're right there. You wouldn't have to worry about the laws of physics because each planet would have its own. And if it's not a planet, let's say it's a space station, we don't know the laws of physics on a space station. We've never had fighting on a space station. So you're absolutely correct on that once again. Basically everything you said here is correct. So I checked out the guy's channel as well, or the girl, and I didn't see any content, or I would tell you guys to go check them out because, like I said, spitting straight facts here. So I really appreciate people commenting on my videos and engaging with me in my content, especially respectively, because he could have came in and be like, you don't know what you're talking about, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. Instead he came in, he was like, yo, this is what I think. And I'm like, yo, for sure, like, let's have that conversation. So I want more of that. If you guys are down to have the conversation about video games and we can have a back and forth. I don't want it to be me talking to a camera because that's not fun to me. I want there to be some back and forth going on. But anyways, that's all I have for this Starfield video. I'm going to make a few more videos talking about the 3 maps that they showed off, well, the 3 locations that they showed off before. I'm going to do that in the next video, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're going to do a lot more videos on Starfield. We're also going to do a lot more videos on other games, so whatever you like. You can even comment down below and be like, yo, you should look into this game, and I'll do it. I'm down to do a bunch of research into games and bringing the information to you, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.